If you're experiencing tennis elbow, these are 4 tips you can do to try to decrease your pain and improve your function of your hand. Tennis elbow most commonly is the extensor carpi radialis brevis or ECRB tendon becomes irritated and inflamed. Its attachment point here at the elbow that may radiate pain down the arm. You may have pain when you pull your wrist back, pain when gripping items, or even when straightening out the elbow. So the first thing we want to do is a stretch. So what you're going to do is bring the wrist into a flex position. So you're going to bring your wrist down and you're going to stretch. You're going to feel that on the back side here. You're going to hold that somewhere between 10 to 30 seconds and repeat that several times a day. Next, we want to work on a loading strategy. You're going to take a dumbbell and you're going to prop your forearm up on a table. You can do it on your other arm just like this. And you're going to work on pulling your wrist back into extension. You're going to feel that on the outside of the elbow where you're having that pain. It's normal to have pain increases sometimes while you're going through your strengthening program. In fact, if you don't have pain, you probably aren't loading the tendon enough. You're going to complete that for 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions. Now we're going to work on some soft tissue work in the area. You can use a massage tool. This is a thumb saver. You can buy those gua sha tools. This can be a tennis ball, a cross ball, whatever. And you're going to start off by just doing light scraping or kind of massaging in the entire area, all over the forearm, the back of the forearm where you're having pain. Then what I like to do is statically hold. So I may go right over the spot that really hurts and work on kind of bringing my wrist into flexion and extension. I may move that down, kind of play with that, move that around a little bit. That usually feels pretty good, just to give some of that kinesthetic awareness, that proprioceptive input to the tissue in the area. Plus it usually feels pretty good. The last thing you're going to do is use one of those tennis elbow straps. And what that does is you put it below the area it's irritated. So it's irritated here, you put it below. That creates a false attachment point and kind of takes some pressure off of that irritated area. If you don't have one of those straps, what you can do is take, Coban or Coflex, one of these tapes that kind of sticks back to itself. And then you're going to go right below the area it hurts. So it hurts up above. You're going to go below that. And then you're going to kind of create your own strap. Don't get this too tight because you don't want to irritate the radial nerve here. You're going to put that on, kind of tighten that down a little bit. And that's going to give a false attachment point. Just give some support, taking pressure off that area of the back there that's really inflamed, allowing it to heal. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps resolve your tennis elbow. Be sure and follow me to stay up on all my content. Thanks again.